Welcome to today's class. We are handling construction plant and equipment, and we are going to look at the definition of construction plant and equipment. We are going to look at the reasons why we use construction plant and equipment, and thirdly, we will look at the classification of construction plant and equipment. So right away, number one, by definition, construction plant refers to the machinery, equipment, or tool used for construction activities. And we use this construction plant and equipment for various reasons. Number one, we use construction plant to increase productivity. If you want high output within a day, you will use construction plant so that the machinery are fast enough to bring high output. Number two, you will use construction plant and equipment because it saves cost. If you want to save cost on a project, when compared to manual labor, you will find that manual labor will take longer, will take high number of personnel to be able to execute a task, which means the cost you will incur at the end of the day will be much more. But now, when you employ a construction plant and equipment, you realize that the time that you'll take to undertake a task or an activity will be very reduced, which means you will save on cost. Number three, why we use construction plant and equipment. We use construction plant and equipment because of high quality construction. The machinery used or the tools or equipment used in construction, they are fit with GPRS systems. They are fit with uh, high quality or accurate measuring tools that you are, when utilized properly, they give you a high quality construction. Number four, you use construction plans when you want to have timely completion of projects. If you want your projects to be completed on time, you will definitely want to use a construction plant. Number five, construction plant is able to handle large-scale projects, which, of course, again, when compared to manual labor, um, the manual labor in a large-scale project, it will be impractical because it will take a lot of time, it will take a lot of money. So if you want to handle a large project, construction plant is the way to go because it will reduce the time of that the project should run. It will save on cost as well. Number six, you will use construction plant because it is versatile. It is able to, the machines can work in, designed to work in various terrains. They can work in mountainous areas. They can work in water. They can work, you can use them to work on the air, like the cranes, for example. Number seven, construction plant are used because of safety. In Imagine you are to take, um, for example, in construction, you are to take sand or cement to the 30th floor. It is impractical when you are using manual labor to take cement all the way to the 30th floor because people will some will have injuries, will sustain serious injuries in that process. So if you want to reduce the risk involved in construction, you will employ the use of construction plant. Then we shall look at the classification of construction plant, and they are classified in 6 major ways. Number one, construction plant is classified as earth moving equipment. Earth moving equipment, as the name goes, it is used to move earth. You will notice that under this we have 4 major. These are excavators, bulldozers, loaders, and graders. These ones are used to move earth. Number two, we have material handling equipment. Material handling equipment will include cranes, conveyors, forklifts. These ones are used to transport and to handle materials on sites. Then we move on to number 3. We have concrete equipment. This one is asphalt, rollers, road graders. These ones are mainly used for building and maintaining roads. We move on to the 4th classification, which is construction vehicle. These construction vehicles are used to transport materials and transport the workers on site, and they will include dump trucks, cement trucks, and loaders. Then we move on to the 5th classification, and we are classifying demolition equipment. Demolition equipment, these ones, as the name suggests, these are those equipments that are used to bring down a building. To make changes in a building, you have to demolish so that you may make the changes. So once demolition work is to be done, majorly we have 2 types of equipment that can be used. We can have wrecking balls, or we can have demolition excavators. And lastly, we have tunneling and drilling equipment. Tunneling and drilling equipment, these ones are used for drilling tunnels. Tunnels can be drilled majorly and mostly in mountainous areas, and some they are even done in water. This you will use tunneling and drilling equipment. That marks the end of our lesson. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for listening.